All right, here we go, guys.
Yeah, this is episode 4.
Here we go. This is episode 4 of Dogs of Doskvol, a Blades in the Dark campaign, and we're going to kick this over to Eric right away. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed your stay thus far. Eric, take it away, sir. It's up to you here.
Yeah, hey, everybody. Welcome. I'm Eric. I'm EricVulgaris everywhere, and I'm your GM for tonight for this Blades in the Dark game. This is episode 4. So you haven't seen the first 4 episodes. It's okay. We always do recaps, but you really, really, really owe it to yourselves to go watch this fucking insane show. It is very, very good. But you're not here to hear me talk. You're here to hear all these amazing people talk. So let me just go around the horn here. And let's start with Lily. Lily, tell us who you are. Tell us where you stream.
I hate going first.
And tell us about your character.
Hi, I'm LillyVinnily, and I'm a full-time creative variety broadcaster on Twitch. I literally do everything. You say variety, I fucking do everything. My character's name is Fox, and she is a sexual mess. Hot mess. She just loves it, and she's loud, and she's very New York, and just sex. That's really it. She's also a cannibal.
And violence.
She's also a cannibal. Yeah, that's it. Oz, take it away.
Hi, everybody. My name is Oz. I'm playing Sever, the leech. He's really good at healing, mainly injecting. Yeah.
Childhood? Is that you? Sorry.
Geef, tell us about you.
Oh, good evening. I'm playing Shmooze, which is essentially me IRL, because all he does is talks and that's it. He is an individual who only has charm and charisma to guide him and not much else, because I'm pretty garbage in a fight. My whole thing is to talk to people, get to know them, and then hopefully get into their lives, and in a perfect world, get into their area of living and steal some stuff, which is mine. And most importantly, though, out of this whole campaign, if there's anything you could ever learn, it's don't touch my stuff. It's basically it. You're welcome. Whip, continue.
All right. Yeah, I just had a flashback to last episode. Don't touch my stuff. Yeah, hi. I'm PanikKontrol. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at PanikKontrol with K's, not C's. I play a character who is a part Akarosi, part Eruvian strategizer, overthinker, desperate to get out of the situation that he's in. Spider is the class if you're familiar with the Blades in the Dark playbooks. Whip has made some deals. Whip has done some stuff. Whip is trying to keep everybody safe, but he's pretty beat up over the last course of the last couple episodes. A lot has gone on, and most notably, I think that recently him and Coomer had a little bit of a tussle in the streets. So, Coomer, I'm going to kick it over to you.
Sure. I'm playing Coomer. Coomer is the hound of the group, and he is a silent sentry of what the fuck is going to happen next, because we never really know with this group. He's like the dad, and he's definitely playing that parent-like figure to the orphanage that matters so much to him. He wants to look out to his or for his friends and for pretty much everyone, but nobody takes care of us better than Mama Sever.
I was just gonna say that. I literally just drew it. Like, I don't think you guys can see it. He's got like a little cookie sheet and everything.
Oh my god.
Is there an apron on there? Please tell me
It
there's a bloody
is. I do
apron on
have
there.
the apron. It's a bad drawing, but I want to redo it. But anyway, go. I'm sorry.
Share it on Discord. That'd be awesome.
I think that's
all right.
it.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, we're all waiting with bated breath to see it. But while we're doing that, let's just do a quick little recap here of what happened. So for my notes, our crew, we start with some downtime, trying to heal up, and then we tried to jump into their plan to talk to the crows. While we were en route to go talk to the crows, I believe it was Caro. Whip, was it you?
Yeah.
You were the one who spotted them.
Well, they spotted
Was it Shmooze?
me.
No.
I
spotted them, didn't I? No.
It was Shmooze. It was Shmooze.
Yeah, I spotted them. We were on the routes to talk
Yeah.
to the crows. Everything was hunky-dory. I spotted people trying to touch my stuff, and then went from there.
Yeah. It turns out there was a little street gang who tried to break into their place while they were leaving, and they were pretty sloppy about it, and you all quickly rushed back, only to find out this was a distraction put on by the bounty hunters from the very first episode, trying to get revenge and getting the documents that Whip currently has back in secure fashion here. However, the party is not to be fucking trifled with in a fight. Pulled together, they were able to knock down one of the 3 bounty hunters, the enemy of Lily's character named Chalet. Got
Also fuck buddy.
yeah, also fuck buddy. But the other 2 did get away, and are vowed to come back at a different time, and this time not ask nicely for the book. So,
Wasn't one of them mine?
Was one of them?
yes,
Bub's rival, Costa.
Yeah,
So Costa
that's-
and Chalet somehow
No,
end up working
wasn't even my
together.
rival. It was my friend. It was my
Was it
ally.
your
friend?
Yeah.
it was your ally.
Oh, because the devil's bargain that we made. Somebody tried
Oh
to-
no.
No, it was the entanglement, but yeah,
It was
yeah,
the
yeah, same thing.
entanglement.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yep. It's a good game. All right, cool. So we're not going to downtime or anything like that. We're still like kind of like in a mission or so. However, the thing we didn't do is that mission or not, it was the end of a session, and so I wanted to quickly do experience with everybody. So just look at those 3 different triggers that you have, and then we'll just do the crew one together. So the first one is always based on your playbook. It's usually like, do you handle problems with violence? Do you handle things socially? The second one would be something like involving your background, your traits, and those types of things, or your heritage if they came into play. And the last one is if vice or trauma came into play. I would like to add either like one of these 2 things as a trigger. And I want to know what you think about it, because right now it's devil's bargains. If a devil's bargain comes back into play, one that like you kind of do, like, so if you're affected by a devil's bargain, that should be part of the 3rd experience trigger. Or suffered maintaining suffering from your current harm as another, to just make sure you all remember that harm does
Cool with
stuff
that.
to you.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. That sounds awesome.
Okay. So this way it's not always just vice or trauma and traumaing out and whatnot. But anyways, if we remember what we kind of did last session, I'd like to do some experience here. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first because I only get 1
Yeah.
XP. I definitely addressed a challenge with technical skill and mayhem, not or,
Yeah.
and. But I don't feel like I expressed my beliefs or drives or anything like that, because I didn't really
What?
get
You
a.
did. Yes,
Did
you
I?
What are you talking about?
You specifically asked me, "Hey, are you gonna heal?" And I was like, "Nah, I got a plan." Like you like your character was like making sure that everybody was good. You healed up.
Yeah.
Shmooze.
Okay.
Yeah.
We found out that you're the mom of the group, and like that's a
Okay.
big thing. And you caring
All right.
about people is a significant.
Maybe it's because like I don't think of him as the mom of the group. It's just everyone else giving him that. So I'm like, I mean, I'll play.
You're
into
looking
it,
out, yeah, but you're someone who cares about the rest of the group, and that's a part of your
Yeah.
character.
Okay. All right. Cool. Then I'll take that. I didn't struggle with issues from vice, trauma, harm.
No, you just
or
helped others with
devil's
theirs.
bargain. I have a devil's bargain now, so
Okay.
I no longer
Yeah.
have standstill. But whatever, should be fine.
Save it. Yeah. So then, to me, it sounds like you got 2 experience.
Yep.
Cool. Anyone else?
Yeah, I can go next.
Yeah. Tell us what your playbook trigger is.
Every time I address a challenge with tracking or violence, I feel like that was most of the session.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was most of the session.
Absolutely.
Um,
I think 2 experiences worthy for you.
Okay.
Specifically when we're talking about how you got bodyguard and how you were like we were trying to use that and stuff. I
Mhm.
think that you played that in a significant way. I think it's worth 2.
You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritages, or background. Again, that was very standout for him. I don't know if it's worth 2, but I think it's worth 1.
I think it's worth 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was same thing.
Well-
Yep. Same
Well,
page.
So you expressed your beliefs versus the blue coat, and then you expressed your beliefs in assisting me doing the thing that I did, and also then telling the group about it,
Yeah.
and then coming back to protect me at the end of the episode. So I would say that's maybe even worth 2.
I'm not really gonna make a call here. I think you guys probably deciding makes more sense.
It's true. I mean, we did
I think
have
it's
we did
worth
start that session with you meeting that officer, hanging out
Yeah.
with the kids at the park.
That was a big
But that
deal.
was also me like dealing with my vice, right? My vice or trauma.
True. Okay. So maybe not
Throwing
2
it
experience
out
for that, but it's 1 experience for your vice and trauma, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. So that's technically it's the same amount. It's 4 experience. It's just the way it gets allocated is different.
I'm okay with that.
Works for me. So 4
Yeah.
experience.
I'd actually like to petition for that because I forgot that you could get 2 XP for a single trigger. I definitely did technical skill more than once.
Yes,
'Cause it
sure,
may
for sure.
help
Yeah.
people
Two.
and yeah.
Oh yeah, you spent all your downtimes healing people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Especially helping out Geef's character, right?
Mhm.
Getting the extra bits. Like we spent a while with you talking about getting the bits out of the shoulder and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, 3 more characters.
Geef, why don't you go next?
What?
Leveling up your character, Geef.
Oh, me, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Geef do the
So
same.
for me, it's every time I address a challenge with deception or influence. And I've been sitting here pondering. I don't think I did much of that, really. I
No,
spotted some people, did some yelling at people. Not really
Yeah.
deceptive.
no.
No.
A group keeps acting before really you get to where it's like
yeah, I've been sitting here thinking about the
violence.
whole- how that
Immediate
went. We got indoors and then talked to people, and it was just me yelling, "Don't touch my stuff," which, although important, not influence or deception. So no, I'm racking my brain. Did I do anything like that? Not really.
Do you think that your
I don't think so.
conversation, you opted into a conversation with my character where you tried to follow me on the second day, and you were trying to influence?
That would
me
be
to make
influence,
sure-
though, right?
Yeah, you were trying to make sure
Yeah.
that I wasn't like you're like, I'm behind you if you thought about this. If not, I'm going to influence you to do something different.
I
Oh, that's
addressed it with
true.
that
Yeah.
experience.
I did. I
You
addressed it
the
with him.
thing.
I chased you down and said, "Hey, where the fuck are you going? Talk to me. We're a team. Let's do this."
I would
That's
consider that
true.
influence.
Yeah, no, that's experience for sure. I forgot about
Okay.
that. But yeah, you watching Whip trying to join the gondoliers.
Yes. Would that be one or two?
Yeah, for one.
One for one. Okay.
Yeah.
Question: my playbook advancement currently has 0 in it. That feels like an oversight / a mistake.
Did you put it into the other track?
Because you put it all into stat, I believe.
I did. Correct. I'll put it in one for now. I express my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Well, I do believe don't touch my stuff.
Yes.
So
Done.
there was a fair bit of that.
Yep. That's certainly a drive.
Yeah, that's certainly a drive. Yeah. Heritage.
Did anything come up about being part of the Dagger Isles? No.
Yeah. No, it didn't come up. Background, not really either. But so one for one for drive.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep, for not touching
And I
your
struggled
stuff.
with issues from my advice or traumas during this session.
Yes, you had to spend a downtime action to find a new vice
purveyor.
purveyor.
Yeah.
I did. That's correct. Yes, I did. I did have to spend one.
Yeah.
That's right. And I
That's
had
a-
chat with Nirix,
That is a
and Nirix
struggle.
was like,
Yes.
Haberdasher. Gotcha. Yep. So that's.
Yep.
That was a pretty. Is that two? Because that was pretty significant.
No,
that
it's
was a
one.
big thing. Still, bastards.
one.
Okay, it's one. Okay, cool. I'll take it. Worth a shot. Thanks,
Good-
Eric.
good shot.
No, that's a problem. I appreciate you all jockeying for more experience. Like that's
Yeah.
that's the style that I prefer as a GM to like. I want to hear you all advocate for stuff.
But I
It's
talked
nice.
to Nirix. I went for the friends. And you were like, "Look at you playing the game." I was like, "That's right." And
Yeah.
I
then-
mean, I think personally, I think you spent the entire session trying to append and control your vice with the don't
Pretty
touch my
much.
stuff while it was drive. Like without that's your vice. That whole thing is your vice. Stuff is your vice.
that's true. Yeah.
So then
things-
mechanically, you would gain 2 experience for your belief because it was so strong.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you're saying, but then you wouldn't take any experience for your struggling with your vice.
Inevitably,
So you're
it comes
saying
out to the
It's
same
the same
experience.
amount of experience. It's just the way it gets allocated differently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
sure,
3, not 4.
sure. Yeah, it's still 3.
Cool.
Okay, cool with that. 3 experience.
I'll just put them in my playbook advancement. I think.
Yeah.
I should
Yeah.
probably get on that.
Sure. Fox whip. Any?
Go ahead, Fox.
I only had one. I don't really think I did anything except overindulge my vice.
That's right.
What do you? How's yours expressed?
Through sex?
No, it says you
No.
express your. What's is it?
What's
how
your
do you address the
first
challenge?
playbook? Yeah, your first.
What?
In your playbook
Oh,
advancement,
look at your character's
Every
sheet.
time you roll a desperate action or you address a challenge with violence or coercion, which I didn't really do.
What?
no, you definitely
We took
did.
down that entire room of people
That
that
was
were
Yeah.
in our
absolutely-
hideout.
You
We took them out
single-handedly
together. Yeah, that's
threw a
right.
dude into another dude to like accidentally getting him away from a window from people seeing him.
I'll be
Seeing
honest,
what's
like,
going on,
that's
too.
not violent.
Like,
That's just a
it
good
sort of
time
makes
for you.
sense what she's saying
This is a
because
good time. I
it
didn't
was
think that was anything
it was so
big.
brief.
That
That
was-
that
that was
entire
just a good
moment
time.
was so.
no,
brief.
this is like taxes. Like, no, you can deduct that.
Okay, well then that's
know,
one.
like, yes.
Okay.
Too real.
Yeah.
My next one is express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I didn't do that at all.
Disagree.
Yeah, you did.
Look, I don't like being the one who advocates as a GM, but also I understand this is we're babs with this system. You totally played up. I explicitly asked you this during the meeting with the cop in the park, because you're not used to being not in a power situation and like how you feel about this shit. And I think you having to go along with it and not immediately causing a war just for the sake of it, because like you were in a bad spot,
Well,
is
that character
absolutely a character
development.
development
I mean, it
moment.
was so like
Yes.
so heritage and
It
background
really
as well,
is.
right?
You came back.
As I'm trying to pull you
afterwards.
away. Remember me pulling you away, and
Yeah.
you're like, "This is for you,
And you're like,
fucker."
"Oh, motherfucker, I swear.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fucking
remember?
beat his
Like,
ass."
that's-
Like, fucking, oh, who the fuck does he think he is? Like, that was
Yeah,
you.
Yeah,
that's
that's-
experience.
you
That's
did that.
experience. That's role playing.
No, and then the struggling with my vice. Then
Yeah, absolutely.
okay, 3. Yay!
You overindulged. Yeah, you just got through experience. See?
Yay!
Not only
I
did
you're
you
good
thought
at
I was
this.
only gonna get one. I was so worried. I was like sitting here. I was like, God, I only had a lot of sex. I don't know.
No,
This
Some
is
people
the
are
best-
just happy
this is
with
the best
that.
tabletop RPG. It gives you experience for having sex.
Yeah.
Also, you watched us murder your fuck buddy slash.
I'm still
But
But
very
he's not dead though,
devastated.
right?
the-
He's not
in
dead.
the streets.
I didn't think he
He's
was dead.
deeply wounded, and I
shot
haven't
him
gotten
twice.
Sever
He's a
yet to
prisoner.
heal him.
He's
I've
a
just
pri-
been
no, he's
like
not dead. He's a
keeping
prisoner.
him.
He's your prisoner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
but like
just
he's
bloody
dying, and I
But he's
haven't told
fucking
anybody.
he's fucked up.
Yeah.
I haven't told
You got
anybody
shot.
he's in the house.
I can't
Like,
heal a
he-
wounded heart.
Yeah,
Oh,
he got
I'm a
shot,
doctor, not a
Time
miracle
heals that.
worker.
blown back. His face was punched off. He's in trouble.
It's true. He's
Um,
basically
Dale!
dead.
and in the same episode, you used him to satisfy your vice. So that's definitely dealing with.
He's-
Well,
he's
let's
at least
open it.
exhausted.
Let's open it there, right? Let's actually, because you're the last person to go, right?
No, I
or
haven't
Panic's
gone
gotta
yet.
go. Panic's
Yeah,
gotta go.
I haven't gone
That's
yet.
where we'll start. No, we'll start with what to do with him.
Okay. All right.
But let's do your experience.
I marked my desperate actions already. Just a challenge with calculation or conspiracy.
Yep.
Pretty much the entire time.
I think 2 experience.
2 for that. And then
You hiding the fact you're joining the Gondoliers with this explicit purpose about thinking about it helping the crows later on for sure. Yeah.
2 for that. Express beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Definitely drive throughout the entire thing. And to really sell this one, I expressed my heritage in that I spoke perfect accuracy to the gondolier. once
Oh,
I
fuck yeah,
notified
you
that he was
did.
accurate.
There you go. Experience. Look at that.
Yeah.
The
Or
game.
I'm sorry, perfect Eruvian, perfect Hydraki.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
That's something I want to point out too, just for everyone else. If you want to, and I have it written down here, but I can't always remember it. At the time, I tried to tell you the background of people that you would meet roughly, and if you tell me, like, hold on a second, I have the labor background. Like, I'm not talking like everyone else. Like I know the slang and the lingo of a worker, right? Like I know all the words to 16 tons. All right, I'm just like you, like something like that, right? Like it's totally. So almost think of your background as a language, just like your heritage could be, right? Like I know the slang of the underworld in a way that, like, if I was a noble, I wouldn't, right? Like that counts. Think of it like just as a language, right? It's how you talk, even though it's a dialect. All right. Anyways, sorry.
So yeah, two for the first one, 2 for the second one because of those. I unless anybody talks me out of it. And then struggle with issues from your vice traumas during the session. I dealt with my trauma because I was obsessed and I didn't heal myself because I was so obsessed with doing something else. And I took on
you
another
weirdo.
vice, which was obligation from joining the gondoliers.
Yeah, you double weirdo. Yeah. So that's worth 2.
6.
There you
Which
go.
means I'm taking 2 in resolve, which fills up my resolve track, and I'm taking a point in attune.
Yep.
Holy
There you
shit,
go. You
rolling
deserve that
0
point of a tune.
fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And then another 4 in my.
Right. For those,
We're
In
slackers.
case anyone didn't watch the last episode here in chat, there was a moment where we were trying to do an attune action, and the consequence was like, cool, everyone in like a 20-foot radius has just been permanently barred from their spirit in their body, and now they're all ghosts.
We almost
And you're
died.
like, whoa, hold on a second.
Resist.
And you're like, yeah.
It also went
Resist.
really
Okay.
quickly.
Yeah.
Coomer still has to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
So ghost field stuff's not great to do. Okay, last thing is crew experience. I always forget it, but crew experience is the last one because your crew's a team.
Oh,
Crew's got your own triggers as well.
We're gonna get a new ability.
Yeah, because you don't by
Og.
session. Execute a successful battle, extortion, sabotage, or smash and grab operation.
Successful being the
You
opposite.
thwarted
Yeah.
a smash and grab operation.
We ordered something pretty hard.
So I count. I would count that.
Successful.
A counter smash and grab counts as a smash and grab, in my opinion. So yes.
Sure.
Not to mention the battle in the streets with
Yeah.
the bounty hunters for sure. That was all kind of like one heist, right?
So one for
that's
that.
one. Yeah, it's one
Right.
experience. Yep. Challenges above your current station. Yes, the bounty hunters were above your station for sure.
And we're still dealing with the fallout from the void when they were tier 1. Right?
Yes.
Like the reason the cops were even tracking Coomer is because Loot sold us out.
Yeah.
Yep.
So maybe
And
that's
then you
two-
wouldn't let
maybe
me have
that's two for
sex
that,
with
right?
him to make it better. Very
I don't think
upset.
it's gonna make it better. We kind of fucked up his pub pretty hard.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
mm,
Mm,
let's just sucking his soul out through his dick. I'm
Can
sorry.
you just let the dice
I
roll?
mean, I volunteer
Stay
for
a while and
tribute, like-
listen.
no,
Oh, wait, that
I don't
doesn't make
think.
that better.
I don't.
Now test it out a little bit. Just test
See,
it out.
okay, so instead, I think that expresses the crew's reputation rather than challenges above your station.
We are strange and daring.
Yeah, and the fact that your reputation of being a fucking piece of shit to the bluecoats is absolutely part of that, right? You have represented your reputation status very well with people, not just your reputation of being strange or daring, but your reputation amongst other factions.
Okay. So 1-1.
Yeah, so 3 so far.
1, And
And then express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. Not letting anyone touch your stuff.
talking
That's
to
the
each other,
important
healing everybody.
Yeah.
Coomer,
Yeah,
Lily, the
family.
whole thing.
Gondolier joining,
Starfield's family.
taking over the crows.
Yeah.
I think
There
that's
is
2 for that
y-
one.
and there was a lot of conflict about whether or not Whip should join the gondoliers and what that means, and if it's different. And you're like, no, I trust him. So that totally, there's conflict there. So 4 experience total, right? 1 for each of those dots.
Okay. So let's put 2 in crew advancement, which means we get a new ability. Right?
Yes, you do.
Oh, there's only 1 track. Okay, cool.
What do we want? Let's go shopping.
You have shopping for different abilities. There's currently you can take several from the current crew sheet. However, there's the veteran move that lets you take them from other types of crews. So there's something for that to consider. My personal favorite comes from the I forget which crew it is. I think it might be the Shadows, but it's synchronized where if you do a group action, all your 6s count together, so you crit.
That's
Mm.
intense.
But
How many do we have
Well,
towards
that's
Corinne
nice.
Butler Hill? Sorry.
Mhm.
There's good ones. Yeah.
I'm gonna
So when
dig
you do
in.
Yeah, we can let's not just like sit around and like look at this and research and stuff like that, but let's do that while we play.
Yeah.
and then
like,
someone
okay.
can find
your
something.
turn,
Okay,
You can just dig into it.
sure, right? Okay, so I think I already said how we're going to start, and it's back in your lair. I think as you have dragged this Chale, who's just a bloody pulp, right?
Oh,
And
poor baby.
tied him down to some secure chair or something like that. And I think there's a question of whether or not you want to save him or you want to just let him die. Or maybe it's actually on the street if you want to let him die, right? But here's the moment of this man clearly needs medical attention, if he wants to live. And if you want him as a prisoner, you're going to have to do that,
I want him as a prisoner.
and you're going to have to act pretty
You just
quick.
want to tie him to a
'cause-
chair.
I want him as a prisoner.
And where would we even keep him?
In my bedroom. The man is dying, Mom.
I feel like, I mean, like this is going on as Coomer is like has just stopped. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
like Fox is like
beating
right
his
next
face
to
right
him with
out.
like bloody knuckles, like Charlie.
Yeah.
What kind of damage did Chalet take again?
Fucking shot,
2 point
beaten
blank
to a
gunshots and a beat to the face.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So he's bleeding out and pulverized, right?
Right.
Yeah, he's gonna die unless he gets attention.
Fine. Just put on the mask. Let's do some tinkering with his body.
Yeah. So he actually has to go to your part of the lair, right? Like where your shit is, I guess. Or you have to go back to your lair to get these things, right? To
Well, we're
tincture him.
already sort of at our lair, aren't we? We are at our
Just
lair.
outside.
Yeah, right. So
Yeah,
you
we
just
just go to
you
my
bring him up there.
office.
It's no problem, right? Yeah. So you bring him up there. And that's so we cut to someone's bedroom or your lab where this person is a patient. Would we be operating in your bedroom, Fox, or were we operating in Sever's lab?
I can make house calls.
You have in this one.
Sever, you get to pick, honestly.
Whose sheets get dirty?
Mine.
Okay, there you go.
We have to wash them just the same. Position is he's like dying. So
yeah.
maybe risky or desperate.
Well, let's talk about what you're just trying to stabilize him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to keep him from dying.
Yeah. Right. So I think just risky standard here.
Okay.
The danger here is that he is I don't know how to make this desperate probably cost you supplies some way, I think.
Oh, I see.
Consequence there. So I think you can make it desperate. Yeah. You just know you have to use more of your vials and tinctures. You're already basically depleted from everyone else, right? Let's say let's roll and find out, and then if there's a consequence, you can resist it.
So desperate.
Yeah. Desperate standard.
Yes. Okay. And a bonus die because I'm a physiker.
Is everyone else kind of just like waiting out around you while you're working? Is it like really tense?
It's Coomer's probably not.
No one
He's
cares.
probably looking for Hoagie.
Sure.
Yeah, I feel like he would just be asking Fox like scalpel, saw.
Fox casually is like, if you want to do any other work, like down there, you're more than welcome to.
I'm working on limited time. Forceps.
Yeah, if you have like the time, I'm just saying, just you feeling a little
You're being very distracting.
I'm just saying if you're gonna
I just need you to assist.
If you're gonna be able to like fix some stuff, you might want to experiment and fix some other things, Just saying. You need a sponge. Are you sweaty, sweetie? Are you sweaty?
Ooh.
I can't reach your forehead. I'm a little tiny. Can you just bend down, please?
If I use fine tinkering tools, is that a bonus die?
No, that would just improve your effect level.
Nah, he doesn't get the good stuff. Okay, 6.
6, no problem. So tell me,
Yeah.
6.
Fine.
Yeah, so we are so as I'm digging around, I'm like, oh, he's got internal bleeding, and I'm just like, we gotta move quickly. And so I'm just like with like a shaking hand, I'm just like suturing the wound inside of him and like clearing it up as best as I can. Like, and I'm just like dabbing like glob after glob of like towels with blood in them, tossing them to the floor.
Pretty practiced at this now.
Yes.
after your whole crew. Yeah.
Yes.
Lovely. Cool. So you were afraid that you had to probably use several vials up, but there's still left plenty of extra iodine or whatever left over.
Yeah, and I give him a knockout drug so he can
exactly
go to sleep.
He would still be asleep anyways, right? He's gonna be asleep for a few days. It would be prudent to keep him chained and everything like that as well, but I'm sure you do. But in general, you don't have to worry about it. Undergoing something like that and how bad he was. Yeah, he's absolutely out.
No, he lives.
Right. Yeah.
Yay.
Cool. Awesome. So now I have a prisoner. / sex slave.
I'm gonna keep him as my pet.
Good. You guys all want to go talk to the crows?
We were planning to do that before stuff was touched.
I have a recommendation for our new ability.
Well,
if you wanna, if I may. Sever, you actually reminded me last time because you're like, yeah, is anybody gonna reduce heat? There's an ability from the Smuggler playbook, I believe, that's called All Hands. During downtime, one of your cohorts may perform a downtime activity for the crew to acquire an asset, reduce heat, or work on a long-term project. So basically, we use our completely 100% loyal cohort to give us an extra downtime action that we can dictate whatever the most necessary thing is every single time we have downtime. So they could reduce heat, they could work on a project for us, they could go get something that we need, and that wouldn't burn one of our downtime actions. So I'm just going to throw that out there to the crew.
Yeah.
I'm open to anything.
I'm open to that too.
Or if we want the immediate bonus, we could take the one that's like everybody gets +1 in like a certain stat.
yeah.
Which I also like. I like dangerous.
Each crew type has their own sort of version of that.
Yeah, we
So you
get
might wanna
dangerous,
shop
which
around
will
too.
be +1 to hunt, skirmish, or wreck, which I think all of us would benefit from.
There's another one that is. Where did it go?
I mean, every crew has a version of one. Like
Yeah.
everyone steals.
Saber
The cult.
tongues.
Yeah.
Everybody gets command, consort, or sway. The cult one's good too. Everybody gets attune, steady, or sway. Because then Shmooze could take sway. Somebody else could. Coomer could take steady.
So curious? We're all back at our hold of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coomer,
You're having.
had
You
gone
can't
off.
find Hoagie.
I can't find him.
No, it would require looking around in downtime.
Okay, then.
I mean, unless you're wanting to go do it now and like go look around.
I mean, if there's nothing else I can really do, I can't go
Yeah.
talk to the crows. I can't talk. So then it makes sense for me
yeah,
to
let's do
step
it.
off.
We
to
can do that concurrently.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, cool. Then let's start there. You're hunting for him right now, right?
Yeah.
We're hunting for HogChamp. So you know where his spots would go. So I'll give you an additional die here.
Okay.
Basically, because you're basically using a friend to help you himself because you know him so well.
Mhm.
He got scared. So other than that, it's kind of just the direction he ran off. Is likely hidey holes. So it's a matter of if you find him or not here.
Sure. So hunt, position, controlled.
Yeah, I'd say controlled standard.
Okay. There we go. Got a 6.
6. Awesome.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. So here's what this looks like then. You hear the sounds and snorts of Hoagie. You see where he is, and you see he's safe. He just went down an alleyway of an old let's just say it was like a boarded up store. However, it's not boarded up anymore, as a Ruvian trio kind of like walk out of this old like broken down store here. It's a drug den. They're just outside of it. So I mean, you see him there. You see he's safe. Just the downside is that clearly he's by a new Ruvian drug den, like a red sash drug den that's in Bagley.
Okay. Have they noticed him by chance?
No.
I'm gonna try to call to him then with a.
Sure. Yeah. So you're trying to consort, maybe?
Sure. Yeah. If I can.
Yeah. Totally. Use your animal. Try to get his attention. Sure.
Oh, I have no die in consort. Oh. Controlled? Standard?
I'll give you one die here, just because he's your friend,
Sure.
and you have a literal spiritual link with him.
There we go. 3.
Cool. So I think what it is that I think the red sashes look around for the snort. So they're like, what? And they immediately like look around the drug den, and I think they're gonna see Hoagie.
Okay.
And I think one of them's going to be kind of like not necessarily has found you yet, but coming close to you as sort of the failure of this. So you're now like a risky situation of they're probably have spotted you. You could always resist this.
Okay. Then let's. Yeah. How can I resist this? At least narratively, I'm having a harder time understanding the narrative hiding here for Quasimodo in in the streets.
Yeah. So basically, the problem here is that if you're trying to get Hoagie out of here without being recognized by the Red Sashes,
Right.
which you're technically not at war or anything with the Red Sashes.
Sure.
So
still on their turf or something.
Yeah, you're not sure what it would be. It's probably not a good sign. So you could do something that would require a better distraction, like if an actual like bottle broke or something nearby, or like you threw a bottle another different way and then they would follow that sound. Yeah, like something that would get their attention, that would require their attention more than.
Oh man, Coomer's just like, he's so stressed out in this moment. I'm not even sure he would even think about looking for a bottle, but
Sure.
if he's in a position where he's like semi-hiding, and if someone were to round the corner, then oh man, he's gonna try the pig call again just to see if Hoagie takes.
Okay. Then I think that would probably be desperate.
Yeah.
Right, because you totally could get exposed here, and you're just going to have to deal with the red sashes.
Consort.
Yeah.
Desperate.
Standard.
Bonus die 1. Fuck. 3.
Okay. Nope. So the red sash spots you. The red sash is going to ask you what you're doing.
But he saw the pig. He saw the boar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he saw the boar. So I'm sorry. The other two have saw Hoagie, and there were 3. 2 of them have run off to Hoagie, being like, "Why is there a boar here?" And the other one is following the other honking sound, right? And that one has kind of like went down that your alleyway and was kind of looking for you, or looking for the source of the sound.
Sure.
And then you called it again, and so he definitely knows where you would be.
Yeah.
And kind of like sees you as you like peek back behind a wall, I guess.
Then
and it's like, hey,
I'm gonna be like looking around and continue
you.
making the noise just to kind of seem as if I'm hunting for something. I'm looking for someone. And when he sees me, I'll kind of look up at him.
Yeah.
Wait to see if he says anything else.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell are you doing, pig?
Boar, thank you. Yeah.
I'm pointing eyes down and looking around, and I'll make the noise again, and then I'll pat my thigh.
Listen, I don't speak Dagger Isles. You're gonna have to say something.
Then I'll show him my tongue.
Ah.
Oof.
That disarms them a little bit. Like, oh, that sucks, dude. And that kind of like, oh, I see. We have someone who can speak for you. No one walks Doskvol alone.
I'm kind of pointing over shoulder, but
Yeah.
like way, kind of way off that way.
Is he kind of points back towards Hoagie. Is this one yours?
I kind of walk over and see, and like it's the expression like, oh
Yeah.
found
They're-
him.
They're both. I think the other 2 red sashes are kind of like petting Hoagie, like give him little belly rubs.
Sure.
Mm.
And then I'll nod.
Can I preemptively flashback here?
What? Rather than say I want to preemptively flashback, tell me what you want to do.
Preemptively. What I want to do is, I imagine after like almost blowing everybody up in the street and seeing Coomer's uncertain reaction to him, Whip just kind of sits in the middle of the street for a while, recovering as Coomer goes to look for Hoagie, and they exchange eye contact. It's like, I'm not sure about you. We're gonna have to talk later. I want to flashback to like seeing them take Chale into the hideout, but then me going and following Coomer at a distance just to make sure that he doesn't get himself in trouble. So basically, I want to insert myself into the, like, if shit goes
Into the
down,
fiction, but you're not doing
be
anything.
right there. But I'm
Right.
not
Just
Yeah.
watching.
Sure,
just wanna
you can
be
you
there.
can just be there. That's it's gently skulking. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't cost any stress to
Gently
just skulk.
skulking.
You're not acting.
Okay.
So yeah, you could do that. That's fine.
I'm gonna walk
so-
away around a
yeah.
corner.
So I think the big thing though at this moment here, Dave, like the problem with Coomer here is that like they want to give you the pig back, but they also see the blood in your hands.
I mean,
And
probably
it's-
like it wasn't exactly easy for anybody there. You can see the weathering
And
on
the blood in
face.
your clothes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So
It kind of points, and he takes a step and sees if he's following. Like, can we go? Can we?
yeah, you can go, but what See, you're a fighter. Good.
Show my hands.
Yeah, the Red Sashes could use someone like you. Here. And they throw something at you, like a little handkerchief, to like wipe yourself off with, but you can tell it's made of like Aruvian silk. It's very nice. And then Hoagie, the guy you're talking to like turns around and whistles to the other two, and they're like, "Oh yeah, sure," and like, "Go on," and to try to Hoagie, like coax Hoagie over to you, and they go, yeah. And that's it.
I'll kind of like watch after he tosses me the silk, and it's not something like this is very much Shmooze's flavor, something like this, like nice fine silk. But it's not something that Coomer has ever had his hands on, at least not for anything that may be a gift. Does he ask for it back by chance, or does he just kind of...
No, he wants you to keep it. He tells you, I think we'll be seeing each other around more often. Bagley is about to be Red Sash controlled.
I offer it back to him.
No, keep it.
I kind of keep down, put it in my pocket, and I, again, and start walking with Hoagie in tow.
Present it to a Red Sash. Tell him you are a friend of DeFore. Don't know what to do.
I gotta write that down.
Yeah. DeFore. Basically, he knows that you're a pretty powerful street thug, and it doesn't take you very long to know this, like as just your character, because this is our life in this city. But basically, why make an enemy when you can make a friend? And if he's going to be the new boss here, he could use an enforcer like that, and he wants to see if you don't cause any trouble. If you don't cause any trouble, then you'd be a great ally to them.
I like that. That works out well. Then I will make my way back. I'll check over Hoagie to see if he's actually been injured at all, if there's anything wrong with him.
Not at all. No. Hoagie looks elated. The spookness from the ghost interaction stuff is long abated.
Okay.
He's fine, and he's got some belly rubs, so he's doing okay.
Then I just make my way back. I try to stick to the quieter streets if I can, any alleys, stuff like that, just to stay away from sight.
Yeah. I think then the last scene we see is the guy, ostensibly DeFore, talk to the other two Sashes with him and say, we should keep an eye on those guys. That guy's stronger than he appears. You could tell by his muscles and the way he hands himself. He's a more competent fighter than what he let on. He's hiding something. And yeah. Cool. That's all.
I like that. Thank you for that.
No problem. So talk to the crows, right?
I'll go back.
I don't know if we still need to answer, like, are we all just gonna leave and go leave Chalet in our hideout and like go talk to crows? Is somebody gonna stay with him, or are we just gonna like murder him? Or give him some like really strong sleep drugs?
I mean, you might be a good candidate for staying behind, but you also need to be the one who talks, right, Whip? So you're kind of
Smooth. I gave Smooze. Like last episode, I was like, hey, you understand everything here and all of the things.
Yes.
Like, I kind of put it in his hands originally.
Yeah.
You did. But hang on one second.
I'll stay behind. So it doesn't really utilize most of our or any more of Sever's equipment. I think it would be better if I stick around anyway.
Maybe. I mean, I'm functionally dead.
Yeah, you kind of are.
Like, I have level 3 harm, 2 level 1 harm, and 8 out of 9 stress.
Then do you want to stay behind as well? That could make for an interesting scene there, because Coomer definitely has something to say.
Yeah, I'll stay behind. Like, I can't barely walk anywhere. I think probably following you almost killed me.
Yeah, and Chalet's very much tied up. He won't really be a bother to you if he ever wakes up.
He's gonna
You
wake
can
up.
have a little fun too, Whip. It's okay. I can share.
I think someone,
So it sounds like to me the scene is the three Sever, Shmooze, and Fox have kind of left, and really was kind of already just going to be Whip back, and that's when we see Coomer and Hoagie come in. Yeah, so
Probably
you up like the little,
probably
you go up, you climb up the fire escape, up the side, that we've seen you dug a million times. Yeah, and you go over to the rooftop section where Whip is.
I kind of give him the eye. Did we want to handle this scene first, or do we want to let them handle the crows?
No, I kind of want to see this first.
Okay. And I'll kind of like beat the chest and give him the like what the fuck hands, since we haven't had an opportunity.
You're wanting to know what happened down there. What do I say? I mean, look at me, right? Like, I'm the only reason I survived any of this is because of what I did. I think that's what you're asking about. Is the
Because we weren't aware that you were a gondolier really until, well, just then.
well, even
Right?
then, you don't know that that's probably where that came from.
Yeah,
know that
you
it
just
was
heard the sound. Like, holy fuck, what is that noise? Never heard that
Yeah.
sound before.
This is the first time I've seen you essentially go Super Saiyan, though, right? It's like the first time. None of us knew that you could be like, oh, by the way, I can do
Yeah.
this. Okay, cool, yeah.
Technically, anyone can do it, but yeah.
Yeah, well.
If you want to suffer the same results of tier 4 body, yeah.
No. No.
full Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Big no.
Yeah. I think I'm just looking at Coomer like, what do you want me to say? We lived. One of them
Yeah.
might not, and the other two.
I'll point to his leg.
Are we all in the room right now? Are we all in the same room?
No, I was thinking it was just you two as just those two, as the three of you all were going after the crows.
Okay,
Yep,
that's
yep.
how I took it, and I was like,
I wasn't sure if we were like about to leave or all together.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
No.
I imagine it's close. Like, if it starts
Yeah.
raising voices,
But look,
you may
if you
hear.
have something to say, then like you can just be like, no, I think maybe this happens before we leave, right?
I'd like to. I'd like
Sure,
to be like,
that's fine.
Let's do it.
Let's do it
I
then.
know that
you guys
I
are
was-
already here then. That's fine.
Sure.
Like, so
Yeah.
maybe I walk in and just like slam myself against the wall and like fall over, and I'm just in a corner, like hair just fucking heaving, like even trying to follow Coomer. And then you and Coomer come up, and Coomer's like, "What the fuck?" and points to my leg, and you're like right there as well. Probably.
Yeah. I want to run down to see you and be like I want to be all like panting and be like, okay, my stuff's fine. No one touched it. What the fuck happened to your leg? What was all that? What was going on? I've got no idea.
My leg's been like this for the last week or so.
Yeah, I know, but you're looking
Why is
like
everybody-
really, really wrecked, more wrecked than usual. What happened?
So, Coomer's friend, I'll give Coomer a very pointed look. Coomer's friend? Coomer's friend and someone else, and that fucking fuck, whoever that is that we got upstairs, that Sever, is
it's
Sever patching him up?
Shelley!
Is Sever patching him up? Like, how does this, I don't know how this works. Anyways, they all ambushed me because I think this all, wait, where did they all run off? Did you kill, like, fill me on what happened here?
Are there
but,
any
like,
books? Like, if we're in a room where
This
the
was a-
orphanage is, then then I'm gonna walk over and grab the book.
Yeah. Oh,
book.
yeah. So they wanted the book. They wanted the copy of the records that I have.
Of course
Oh.
they did.
Did
So
you?
they ambushed me, and I told them
The ones
very
that you
politely
found.
to fuck off.
Can I look outside the window? Be like, yeah, politely, sure,
Yeah.
okay.
Coomer and
That's
I
your-
came out on top. Like, I don't know what else to say.
Okay, well, thank you for telling us that you're basically a super weapon now. That's nice. Would have been nice to know that the many.
I mean, ghost
use it
shit's
on
new
each
to
other?
me too, but I
Keeping secrets.
all right. No, look, I'm not keeping secrets. That was a mistake. I tried to do one thing, and I opened myself up to a bunch of shit, and that was not what I intended to happen. That is very, very large risk, very, very large reward, and very, very large. Oops.
Oops.
Will you
Oof.
be able to control that again?
Oops. You hit
Will you
your
be able to
head.
control that in the future?
There's a black cat on your roof.
Wait, cats are the ones that don't give a fuck about the field. I mean, you were both there. One day after the other, you saw who I joined up with. You saw where I got this, whatever this is from, and it's new. That's the first time I've ever done that. That's not what it's supposed to do, but I'm not good at it yet. So it was either take a shotgun blast to the face, or give somebody enough leverage to where they're gonna just take it from me and kill all of us, anyways. Or do that. Coomer, I don't.
You almost died.
Yeah. But guess what? I didn't.
You're
And
playing too big.
The alternative was dying. I don't know how to make that more clear to you. The alternative to everything that we do now from here on out is dying. We are in the middle of a war. We have no... The guns... I shot 2 of those guns today. Those things are pieces of shit. They work, but not well enough, because I hit Chalet twice and he's still alive. So...
He's a strong, independent man.
I need y'all to realize that this is it. Yeah, I almost died. So did you. If I gave them the book, I get shotgunned with one barrel, you get shotgunned with the other barrel. That's how this goes.
In my humble professional, or not so professional medical opinion, not dying is preferable.
Yeah. Listen, big fella, I'm not happy with it either, but he's alive. We're all alive. At what cost, we don't know, but he's still kicking, and that's sort of the main thing, right? I don't have the book, and most importantly, my stuff was not touched, so we're all good.
You just get like the most massive eye roll from Whip.
I'm gonna point over to Fox. Elka, and like do like the sideburn motion. Elka, it's coming. It's coming.
What?
You're coming for my stuff?
What?
Again, blue coat.
Oh.
Elker is coming.
Oh, I already forgot what he looked like. Oh, that prick. Oh, yeah, that guy's
Cyber.
coming. Oh.
And you? Fucking stupid. And pointing directly at Whip.
Oh, thank God. I thought it was still me. And I was like, what?
Coomer, if that's your takeaway, I would rather be stupid and alive than fucking smart and dead, which is about what you were if I hadn't done anything.
All right. Just, just relax. No need for heated arguments, boys.
Where the fuck did you come from, Fox? Aren't you upstairs with fucking what's his
I've
face?
been here the whole time.
All right.
Yes, Chalet has been sedated.
Who is Chalet? What the why did... Okay,
Yeah,
Fox,
normally I don't...
explain to me why we have someone upstairs who just tried to kill both me and Coomer, and Coomer here is reading me the riot act and not breaking his neck over a fucking chair right now.
And yeah, Fox, normally I don't question when you have a guy tied up to a chair, but what's with it?
I wanted a pet.
Yeah, I don't...
I
Okay.
will buy you a
Pets are
fucking
cats.
cat.
Pets are cats, not people.
That doesn't sound as fun.
Okay. Pets are cats, not... It's fine. Okay, but doesn't matter. You don't care.
That's
So,
right.
with-
Shut up.
It's all a matter of perspective, really.
Thank you, Sever.
Here's
Why
the
is
thing.
Sever the only one who understands right now?
Well,
Y'all
he's
being
not the
very
one-
insensitive. He's dying in my bedroom.
Tied to a chair.
I'm really curious why
Why
you
do
care
it
so much about
here?
this person who just tried to kill Coomer. Like, I'm really...
Yeah, that's-
How do you feel
this
about
is-
this? Like,
this
I'm
is-
not trying to...
This is
What?
not like it's just it's so much, right? It's coming from all angles, and
Yeah.
I know where Fox's room is, right?
Yeah.
You would.
Oh,
Of
yeah,
course you
it's
would.
small,
Why
I
wouldn't
know.
you?
Yeah.
Don't you dare, Coomer.
Yeah, do it. Of course you know where he is. You're a giant. She's not going to stop you.
Yeah. You guys have
What?
lived here for months. You absolutely know where each other's rooms are.
Yeah. Yeah, do it. Don't be a pussy. Get in there.
You all are roommates.
Is he sedated?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
unconscious.
Then I'm
Sever's
gonna start
unconscious.
walking. I'm gonna start walking in that direction. I'm going to a room.
No! Fox runs and jumps on top of Coomer, pulls over her shirt, and wraps it around his head.
Did you know she had that tattoo on her back? I didn't know she had that tattoo on
Oh
her
dear.
Yeah, she's got like some back tattoo that says maximum capacity too. I'm like,
back. It says 3.
So let me
Fox
yeah,
allowed!
let me ask Coomer then. Coomer, is it possible for Fox to stop you?
In this moment, like he's always listened to Fox, but Fox seems
I wanna
sort of
roll for
compromised.
it.
She seems very
That's what I
compromised.
mean. Okay.
I don't think so. Like he's gonna get in there and he needs to see this guy.
So like not without her fighting you.
Yeah.
Or okay. Yeah. All right. So then Fox, yeah, you're like literally trying to hold down like with your shirt, right? And he's just not caring. So like would you push harder here?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean it sounds to me like a skirmish to like stop him.
Is this do we do contested rolls?
Like this is the action, right? Like the actions would be no, I don't think it's contested. I think the question here is so first off, it was whether or not Coomer's open to being stopped by Fox, and the answer was no. And so, but it's possible to be stopped by force.
Yeah, this
right?
is
And
like, this is
that's the
totally
question.
news to Coomer, right? Like, he
Yeah.
just left that guy in the street and took a shotgun and walked to find Hoagie. He comes back and finds out that he's been worked on. The guy just tried to kill Whip and then kill me. Yeah, this isn't gonna it's not gonna sit.
Totally. Yeah. And so Fox, so that means you need to do something to convince him or physically restrain Coomer if you want to succeed here.
Yeah, I wanna, since my shirt's over his head, I wanna
you can-
take his forehead and I wanna like lurch it backwards so he falls.
Yeah, you're gonna try to hold him back, like
Yeah.
physically restrain him back. Then
Yeah.
it's like literally fight him back. Be like, no, yeah,
Choke him
and
out.
try to pin him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is starting to break out.
I mean,
This is starting to break out. Can I sway Lily? Fox, sorry. Is that a thing I can do? This is starting to break out. I really don't want this to break out into a fight. I feel like it's going to break out into a fight, and as much as I want to watch that,
Coomer versus Lily.
yeah.
Shmooze, shut up
I mean,
or I'll touch his stuff.
look, you two are smart enough that you're not gonna like try to kill each other if it comes to it. Like, but you're literally trying to restrain him, right? So I don't
Yeah.
think like harm is really at the stake here. It's just fictionally, do you prevent him or not, right?
Mhm.
I think a consequence could be that like, no, he won't stop unless you actually really hurt him. Would be, does that sound right, Dave? Like, kind of like that could be on the table later on, but like right now, it's just like, can I try to restrain him, right? So basically, a controlled, I guess standard, and then the consequence here would be Dave would fight you back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you push for to fight him?
Well, first we have to try to roll first.
I just think this is sibling, like, just rough at housing.
Right. This is just a test. This that's all. Right. This is just.
There's no violence. There's just like that playful shit that you see in like movies.
Right. Like you're not hurting somebody to do this yet. That could just happen if the roll is bad. So I think first off, I think Fox, because you're the one acting to stop somebody, I think I think that's the more interesting thing than does Coomer resist what you're doing, right? Like I feel like the action should be on you to make the roll because you're the one causing action.
Okay.
So
it's skirmish?
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Okay, is it risky?
No, it's controlled. It's a controlled standard.
And no bonus dice.
No. So you get a 5. Okay. So you're able to like slow him down. So I think what happens here is Coomer is you are able to so you're going to succeed, but Fox is going to succeed at stopping you, but it's not going to be finished, right? It's not a 6.
Mm-hmm.
So the question here is like to me dictating for this would be that Fox, you're able to throw Coomer like to a wall, right? Like to like stop him, but Fox is going. I think Coomer's going to bench, like you get him to stop, but you realize you're losing your grip on him unless you press down harder to stop him, right?
That's totally fine. I just needed to sway him, and then Fox runs all the way upstairs and locks her door.
Like darts past him.
Mm-hmm.
If I see her run up the steps,
Mm-hmm.
and are the others following? I'm curious.
Sounds like Shmooze is, right?
I think all eyes are on
Oh
YouTube
my
for
God,
sure.
like, what? I can't get up.
Definitely peeking around the corner, like.
Yeah.
I'm watching all this. I'm just peering around the corner. Like, what the fuck's going on? Is this I'm enjoying this. This has been coming for a long time.
Well, it's about to get a lot more serious.
Okay.
But it's about to-
Coomer reaches into his coat and he grabs the shotgun.
Yeah, so all right, so we see that. So this is what it looks like then, right? So you're like, no, as you like throw your shirt on him and like grab him, and he's like, and like he does that sort of like, you know, if he's the juggernaut, like he's like, get off my head kind of thing, right? And then you dart like off him and run to the room and like lock the door, right? And he finally shakes you off and like grabs a shotgun and begins to like stomp towards your room, right? That's what it seems like in my head from that, right?
Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like it was.
I've peered around. I'm watching this. I want to jump in here.
Yeah,
I want to jump in here. Like, whoa, easy, big fella, easy. Okay, put down the hardware. Okay, this is not necessary. Okay, you've got more than enough fists of fury with the rest of your 6'8" body frame. What are you doing? Put down the weapon. Let's talk about this like civilized people. Well, not talk, maybe hand gesture. I don't know, but just steady on. You
kind of point upstairs and like show the wear on my body and like hands, and then point down to my damaged armor that I have on my person, and point to the shotgun because like the whole leg piece was destroyed from getting shot in the leg. Even resisting it still cost his armor. So
yeah. Okay.
He tried to kill Coomer. And it's
And me.
just because it's Fox's fuck buddy that makes it okay. That doesn't make it okay.
We don't even know that. Nobody knows that except Fox and the audience.
We don't look. It's not exactly uncommon, and I want to explain to Coomer. I'm like, okay, easy, big guy. It's not exactly uncommon to see an individual tied to Fox's chair and drag. Wait, do we know he's tied to a chair? Sorry, catch me up. We do know that.
Does.
Yeah.
I think everyone except for Coomer, because Coomer was hunting down Hoagie.
Whip
I think that's
doesn't know
where
either.
we landed.
I'm
Basically,
I'm out of this. So I'm downstairs.
So Whip doesn't know. I know. Sever knows. Fox, of course, knows.
Yeah, everyone was in the room helping. Yeah, right.
Okay,
like
good.
watching.
So I want to explain to him, like, easy, big guy, put down the weapon. Look, there's an individual tied up there on a chair. I know, nothing new. And I know that, that's par for the course with it. However, this individual did something very bad. We all witnessed that. But the fact that he's not immediately dead and that we've taken him as a prisoner and he's currently tied up behind the door, you didn't know that. Now you do. There's a reason for it. This is not like Fox. She does keep toys, but a toy that just tries to kill her, not really her MO. She'd probably be eating his liver about now. And we just saw it, and she's not covered in blood. There's more to it. The guy's tied up. Just give us a chance here to see where this goes. And if he's still an absolute dickhead, then fine, pull both barrels, okay? That's okay. But can we just talk about this? Can we sort this down and all just be one big happy family, please? Thank you.
I'll put the gun away.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, are you capable of being convinced? And if you are, then it might be a roll. But also, it sounds like you also have the ability to just be like, that convinces me, right?
I'll put the gun away, but it's not going to stop him from going upstairs.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. That's good. You can't stop him. He's on a mission. But yeah, at least put the weapon away. Okay. Thank you. We put the weapon. I'm like, thank you. Really appreciate that. Now, together, can we go and see what all the fuss is about? There's someone in there. Let's have a chat with him. I'm going to need you to stand guard. Talking's kind of my forte, but you're kind of the brawn, all right? If he starts acting up, do everything you want. Reasonable?
Coomer can't even imagine that this guy is capable of moving, let alone talking.
Yeah, good luck talking to him. He's heavily sedated.
So this entire time, Lily's just behind the door, like holding the door. Or something, like,
Bracing for impact.
Now there's like no locks anywhere.
You get upstairs and you just hear the knocking.
Yeah, so we've knocked on her door just then.
Who is it?
The mailman. We have a
I'm
delivery.
sorry, I'm not accepting any packages right now. Thank you.
Sorry,
What if it was a really big package?
I knock.
No.
Again.
Okay, listen, Fox, we need to have a chat with your individual in there and not gonna kill him.
What am I gonna get? What am I gonna get?
I'm going to kick the door.
Wait, kicking the door now?
Yeah, I'm going to kick the door.
Okay.
Maker.
Ah!
Yeah. It budges as you saw that Fox was trying to hold the door.
So the door's been kicked. You get the chance to A, keep your door, and B, potentially keep the person tied to the chair alive. Kind of a win-win.
Can I also have a meat pie?
We don't have any meat pies. I offered you a
Did you
big
get me
package.
a meat
I
pie?
kick the door again.
Where? Kick the door again.
Okay.
There's a crack in the door now. Yeah.
Yes, hello.
Oh, hi. It's good to see
so like
you.
meat pie later though. It doesn't have to be now.
Yeah, well, we'll discuss that. But first, got to chat with
I
your
don't
little
like
friend
that
here.
answer.
Yeah, I know, and I don't like the fact that you eat people. But you know what? Sometimes we just deal with things we
I'm
don't
gonna touch
like.
all your fucking shit.
You can touch all my shit.
Door's
Fine, I'll
open
let
at
you
this
touch my
point.
shit. It won't
Opens
be
the
my
door.
shit.
I'm gonna touch all your fucking shit.
You don't
Bottom
even know
line.
what my shit. You don't even know where my shit is. You don't know where it is. You don't know shit.
I've
don't
been
know
in
where
your
it is.
room multiple times.
When? Did you touch my stuff?
Oh, I'm sorry. What? I can't physically hear you.
can touch
What?
my
I'm
stuff.
sorry.
Hand
What?
on the door, pushing
I've
it the rest of the way
suddenly
open.
gone deaf. What? What?
Can I ask you? Can I gesture to Coomer?
No,
Kick the
shut
door again?
up. Shut up.
Coomer, kick the door.
Oh, you're already in.
The-
You
the-
guys are-
I-
I
while you guys
opened
were
the
arguing,
door.
I just pushed the
Yeah,
door open
oh,
the rest of the way.
Yeah, Fox saved the door.
Damn. That was
The door's already open. Kick the door
So
again.
heated
Coomer,
about
kick
his
the door
stuff, he
anyway.
doesn't even know it about anything.
Send a message.
The door is everywhere.
Splinters. Okay.
Meanwhile,
cool.
downstairs, Sever like just looks at Whip and just resignedly goes, and then tromps up the stairs very slowly.
You see Whip like petting Hoagie,
Or mom.
like unable to move. It's like,
As part of the gondoliers with all the ghost stuff, do you carry that like latent ghosty kind of feel about you?
that's a good question. Narratively, I guess.
He wouldn't though, would he, Eric? Because
No.
you're saying you can't tell really.
Oh, that was the thing about the gondoliers.
No,
They don't.
exactly. They
Yeah.
hide that. Yeah.
You can't really tell. Yeah. Yeah.
He does have a nice cane, but that's
just
it.
'cause his legs fucked though, right?
It's a different cane.
Well, I mean,
than
yeah, like
his
I had
previous one.
a fake like bad cane that we cobbled together, and then as part of the gondoliers, like the narrative flash was like all of a sudden I have a really nice one. You guys don't really know what it came from.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I ask? Is that a cane / weapon? Does it have like a concealed anything? Or is it just a cane? Just a curiosity.
So far, it's just a cane.
So far, it's just a cane. Yeah,
So
it's a nice cane.
Okay, cool.
It's a very nice cane.
So, doors open. Mother Sever's trudging up the stairs. We're looking at individual. I'm just trying to set the scene here. We're looking at individual tied to chair, potentially blood pissing out of him. Maybe.
Right.
Is that the idea? Is that where we are?
Yeah, Chalet is super unconscious and completely knocked out and barely alive. Right,
Okay. All right. So he's unconscious though. Okay. So I want to
like intensive care. Right, think of it that way.
All right. It's nice to you. I want to chat to Fox to be like, okay, thank you for letting us in, and then I want to gesture at Chalet, which we don't understand. I want to gesture.
Fox
And like,
just rolls her eyes like fucking idiot.
yeah. I want to gesture and be like, so who's your boy? What's the importance? Tell me why he's still alive in your room.
All right, well, besides him just being, my mortal enemy and very wonderful lover at the same time. It's very beautiful. I don't think I'm going to go into detail, but it's just so beautiful. Anyway, I thought it would be a really, 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 really good idea if we kept him here as like a little pet and we can like try to just torture the crap out of him for information. I thought that would be like really, really, really fun.
Okay. So this is you.
I was trying to be helpful while also being very sentimental.
Okay. You do realize what he just tried to do, correct?
Yes, but now he's tied up and ready for torture.
Okay. Well, I heard yes, so that's a good start. He has information, no doubt.
Uh-huh.
I am interested to learn information. Are you?
Are you only talking to me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Coomer, big fella, are you interested in learning information? Doesn't care. You don't care? Surely Coomer would care.
I just feel like it'll help our plan, our master plan.
Okay, and what's that? Fox, what's our master plan? Enlighten me.
The book, the stuff, and the things, and the taking over, and the
don't
running
have.
this town like we're...
I really hope he's fully unconscious and you guys are not talking about this in front of him.
You can safely assume that he is
Okay.
conked out. for sure.
So all I hear from downstairs is just.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I'd like to have a chat with. Look, Fox, I understand that you want to keep him as a pet and all that. Tell you what, Coomer here has run out of patience, and I can totally understand. We're all a bit injured, all a little bit fucked up right now, and again, I can understand that. I'd like to wait for this sedative that Sever has dosed him up with to wear off. And I'd like to have a little chit chat with our individual here, and if things go well, maybe you can keep a pet, maybe you can torture an individual. That's fine. Or maybe he gets thrown out a window. Who knows? But I really need to have a chat with him. I think it will benefit and behoove all of us to do so before we go and meet up with the crows. I think that would be important to do so. We don't know what we're walking into. We don't know what they know that we could possibly know. Information is good here.
Yeah,
Do you
information is good, and you're fucking welcome.
I'm just going to let that slide. Not going to say a word. Just going to nod sagely. Like,
Sever shows up and he does like a knock on the door frame to get everyone's attention and says, while we're all bickering, the longer that it takes for us to talk to the crows, the more that people can move against us.
I'd like to... I'm trying to think if there's anything I want to flash back here. No, not really. I'd like to... Okay, guys, I'm gesturing to everyone in the room here. So Mother Sever's just walked in. Kuma's wherever he is. He's a giant. Fox is there, whatever. I'd like to ask, okay, guys, look. Here's information. I wanted to move certain information, but Sever does make a good point. Talking to the crows ASAP would be beneficial to us. Either way, we have to pick one option. I'm in the camp of waiting for this guy to wake up so we can have a chat with him first. Coomer, do you care which way?
Coomer walks out. He just throws his hands up, gives up, and just walks out.
Okay, see you, big guy. We'll talk later. Thanks. Sever?
And Sever's going to actually go after Coomer.
Fuck!
You're
Okay,
an
wow.
idiot.
Everyone's leaving me. Story of my life. Okay, Fox, listen. We're just gonna... I'm gonna let those two sort it out. But don't cut off anything. Don't injure this individual. Just leave it be. Leave it the fuck be, okay? No
I'm
slacking.
glad I'm here. What do you think I'm gonna fucking do?
I don't know. That's the thing. You keep the door closed, okay? But keep the door open. No slicing, no dicing, no
Take the whole
eviscerating,
door off.
no disembowelment, slicing, dicing, eviscerating, cutting, slicing, nothing, okay? No touching. Just leave. Don't touch. No
I'm
touching.
gonna touch
okay?
your shit. Fox immediately runs out to Shmooze's room.
And I run after going, don't touch my stuff! Okay.
That's a good cutaway for this, right? So Sever's gonna like run up to Coomer and just kind of like put his like rubber glove on the back of his shoulder and say, Coomer, I'm sorry that any of this even happened. I had no idea.
Just shrug. Like, how could any of us know?
I want you to know that there's a possibility that he has some use to us as a prisoner. And I believe that if we're careful, if we are smart, we can get our information and our revenge at the same time. I just want you to be patient. I want vengeance too.
Just get a nod. Coomer will kind of pause for a moment and then reach into his pocket and pull out the red handkerchief.
What's that?
Maybe I should leave.
We grew up together. And we're in this together. And we're in this for all of the orphans that came from the same orphanage that we grew up in. And if all goes well, if all goes according to plan, Crow's Foot, all of it, will burn down to the ground, along with anyone that stands in our way.
Maybe.
Maybe. But I can assure you that if you join whoever gave you that red sash, this is only... You're just basically trading one war for another. For people who have no loyalty to you, who never grew up with you, who don't understand you. And I'm sorry that you feel like an outsider right now. But when this is all done, we'll come out of this winning. And we won't just get out. We'll get even.
I'll say again what I said earlier, and I'll point to the beard. Helker is coming. He knows.
Then he'll have to be the next one to go. And kind of flashes a devilish grin, but it's under his mask. But you can just see it, you know, like sometimes there's a glint
mask
in
rise
the...
a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll nod and I'll walk on. Not gonna go to the crows. Can't talk. Not gonna be able to offer anything there other than just brooding sighs.
I mean, you can protect them, right? Like,
to be honest, Coomer doesn't really want to be right around Fox. She's not thinking clearly in his mind, so he needs to blow off steam in the way that Coomer blows off steam, and that just means that he's going to leave and look for a different place to take the kids. He's gonna try to find a place that's safer, because Helker knows about this place. Like, I'm surprised Coomer can't communicate it, but Fox was definitely there, and the fact that it's not been communicated that Helker, or it's not been accepted that Helker is coming, and he threatened the kids. He's got to leave. He's got to try to find some other place. So it's just that, like, he nods and he walks out. He'll squeal to Hoagie, and they'll be on their merry way. Shotgun on person.
I kind of want like this, like, you know, like slow track down shot of this down the stairs, right? And Sever's at the top looking down as he walks out.
Yeah. Time to find a new lair. Or in other words, like resecuring the hidden part of your lair.
Yeah. Because it's not like we're trying to save a bunch of money or stuff. Like, the protected part of the lair was, in Coomer's eyes, it's for the kids.
Yeah. No, for sure. It's good stuff. Okay.
Let's roll out.
So the three of you.
I think looking for my opportunity, like, you know, getting myself up and dusted off as this all happens, and basically staying at the hideout and I probably missed Coomer leaving. As the three of you are leaving, I go to Shmooze, and I open your very fine but probably also like moth-eaten vest or something, you know, something nice that you have on, and inside your front breast pocket I slipped the black book that I have. Without saying anything, I give you the book. What?
I know what this is. I'm well aware of what it is.
Okay, yeah. So I slip it to you and I say, I was gonna give this to Coomer as a last resort if we need to convince anybody, but I don't know where he went. He doesn't look like he's going with us. I hope you don't take offense to that, but we run out of options. This is more important than me. This can do things that I can't.
I
up
want to let
you.
him know that. Sorry, were you done?
Yeah, I just said I basically say it's all up to you now.
Do things that you can't. I don't know. I think we all just witnessed some pretty crazy stuff down there on the streets before, but okay, I'll take your word for it. Thank you. Yeah, I know what this means. You wanted to give this to Coomer. Maybe
I
I'll
just
pass
wanted
it on.
him to protect it. I don't want to give it to anybody, especially not the crows. But if this gives you something that we can't get otherwise, then you have it.
All right, I'll hold on to this. Yeah, Coomer would be best to protect this, but I'll hold on to it for the time being. And yeah, Fox will just probably eat it. So yeah, I'll hold on to it. No worries. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna go upstairs. Let me. And I give him like a very wry smile, and I said, "Let me know how it goes."
I'll do my best. This is the only stuff that no one will ever touch but me. Maybe Coomer. Thank you. Yeah. Go rest up. You're completely fucked. Like, not in a good way. Just please go.
Yeah, and as I feel like Lily's coming, like I'm headed up the stairs as Lily and Sever are coming down the stairs. You guys are getting ready to leave, and I'm like, "This is for later, Lily. Can I talk to you after this is all done? I got a question for you, but it's not important."
Who is Lily?
Fox,
I was thinking that.
Fox, you're so interchangeable. I can't.
So much
It's
character
like I'm
bleed.
living the
Yeah.
same person.
Same person, yeah.
Crazy.
Much the same person. It's difficult.
Fucking
Like,
crazy.
Yeah. Fox, I need to pick your brain about something. When this is all said and done.
Fox
It's
just-
not a thing. Just remind me to remind you to remind us to have a conversation.
Okay, like now?
Oh, later after this is whatever.
Looks at
happens.
Smooge's watch on wrist. You mean now?
I go, wait a fucking second. Is that my stuff?
No.
I want to grab her wrist. Like, this looks like my stuff.
Whip is just walking upstairs. He's out of it.
Don't
Like, no,
fucking
no,
touch me! Yeah.
That's all it
Go
was.
talk
Yeah.
to the crows.
Fucking band of crows fucking
caw.
pouring in through the windows.
Oh my god, is that a sound effect? Is that a sound effect?
It was. I can do it again. But yeah, it was. That was it. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. We got to talk to the crows.
Yeah. All right. So on the way to the crows, you have to go through your regular streets down Bagley. You don't have to roll or anything like that. I just wanted to point out that some of the same corners from the past few days that were crows territory have changed to red sashes. The same corners, just same drugs, new gangs. But otherwise, yeah, you make it to the rookery, no problem. I guess you're just gonna kind of go up there and announce that you're here to see somebody about what's going on in Bagley.
Yeah.
And what you can do. Okay. Right. So I guess the first thing here is that you're gonna need to let's do this here. So you give the signs, the right like thief can't signs to the guards near the rookery, right? Before you kind of let in. And that's when you enter and you see the first person, right? That's really like important. And this is sort of like a sub lieutenant or like a sergeant kind of type of the crows themselves here. They're not as big as Coomer, but they're pretty big. This is Breaker. Breaker has a sort of like Lieutenant Surge kind of like yellow mohawk, right? Or like a white kind of mohawk. But otherwise like a pretty like strong military fatigues. He was in the Doskvol like special forces during the Skovlin independence. And so he knows a thing or two about violence. The other thing you know about him is that he has a brother in jail. Other than that, that's kind of all you really know about him. And he's just, he's not really to be trifled with, just a huge guy. And so he's gonna look at you all and be like, "What are you runts doing here?" As he's probably like working out, right? Imagine that's what he's doing right now.
Just pumping some iron.
Yeah.
I've got no idea who we don't know actually who to talk to. Shit, do we? We don't have any name, do we? Do we have a name? We don't, do we?
You don't.
Fuck!
No, you guys were just coming here like I want to talk to somebody.
Are we all here
Yeah,
Three of
it's
you are.
except for
The
Coomer,
three,
right?
the three of you are.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not.
Me,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
it's
'cause you're,
me
like,
So-
dying.
and Shmooze and you.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Lisa, like, because I'm not going to give you like a whole roster of every single person who's in the Crows, right? But it makes sense that you would know some people in the Crows versus very, very low. You wouldn't really know anybody above like my Lieutenant Surge guy, like, especially in like a personal basis, right?
But the reason that we know this guy is because your prostitute friend hooked us up.
yeah,
She
Nerix.
knows
Yeah.
somebody.
Right. So, like, this is why you know Breaker.
That was right. Yeah, that's how we got there.
Right.
Jesus.
Hey, you.
Yeah,
Something like
actually, you know what? He's a big buff, scary dude, right?
Yeah, it's his job. His job is to basically try to help any low person's requests. So Lisa and her lieutenant aren't inundated with bullshit requests all the time, right? He's basically their secretary.
I liked Fox's open there. Actually, take it away. This could be good.
That's all I had.
Oh shit! I was expecting more.
This is,
I like-
hey,
I like the
you.
headcanon that Fox
you know
has
what?
been
All right,
threatening
hold
to
on, wait a
bang this
minute.
guy for a while and
Yeah.
it just hasn't happened.
Exactly.
Hey,
Like, oh, hey, it's you again.
What?
you looking good, working out. I'm proud of you.
Well, if you're just here to gloat, then would you mind pissing off? I got
No,
more important
I'm-
things to do.
Oh no, I'm admiring. Can I admire?
Say what you need to say. And he was not saying no,
All right, so I'm just like
but
this.
he also wants to know what you want.
I get a little closer and I'm just like this, and that's all I'm
You can-
doing
you can
because I'm
see
admiring.
The sweat building on his bulging biceps.
We noticed some red sashes on the way here from Bagley.
Yeah. Well, if you're here to tell me anything about what the seven hells happened to the void, that'd be nice. Otherwise, piss off and how about you fight some? As soon as it goes back to working out.
Out of character, what do we want them to think about the void again? Do we want them to know that their leadership has been...
The plan was to convince them that they sent the void to us. The void tried to add something to the deal and get us to sign a bullshit contract. Basically, we just play it up like the void like way overstepped, and then when we didn't kowtow to their bullshit, they tried to kill us and we killed them instead. But we still want to join the Crows. We just have eliminated the middleman now, and it's unfortunate that it happened.
Yeah.
But
And what you're picking up on what he's saying here is that the Crows are losing Bagley right now to the Red Sashes because the Void aren't here to step in. So
The leadership of the void is
Again.
dead.
You're just telling him.
he stops his set, right? And he's like,
You just spat it out. Oh yeah, he's dead.
Dead.
I
of
presume
them.
you have proof or something, as he like cracks his knuckles. He doesn't think he's not angry at you or anything, but like
Moose,
that's
you
a
have
pretty
the copy.
accusatory thing. Yeah, to say like,
You
okay,
have the
they're dead. He's like,
contract.
Yeah, the proof is the red sashes having taken over Bagley almost.
he's listening.
They came to us, they tried to sell us, or they tried to get us to join you, and then they tried to double cross us. They were on the losing end of that. We're still
Yeah.
interested, though.
Well, now we're on the losing end of this war here in Bagley.
Well, then we need to make a deal and fast to empower us and drive the red sashes back.
Okay, I think this is the first roll. The question here is whether or not you've done what you've said enough to like prove that this is he can't grant this, but warrant an audience with someone bigger than him, other than just piss off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is basically showing up, being like, "Hey, here's my job resume. Can I get a job?" Right?
Yeah.
And So yeah.
Well, I mean, the job resume is they're dead. So,
Yeah, I know about your job opening.
yeah.
I wanted to jump
Right.
in there. But I'm like, you know what? I think
No,
you've got-
please feel free to add on
jump
to this
in.
because then we
Yeah.
can work together.
you had
Just
it though.
add something in.
Yeah.
Add something
So-
in. Add literally anything in.
There's nothing. We're about to do our first roll. You nailed it. So that's why I'm holding the book, right? So I'm not holding it. It's in my very antique pocket. Yeah, normally Shmooze he's the one. He jumps in and wants to do the chit chat talkies, but you actually nailed that. And now that I've been given such a great responsibility, which I'm not used to having, I'm actually being silent. I'm holding on to this because I'm aware that I've got something of grave value. And if things go wrong, well, it's not just. But yeah, this is really bad. So you've let you do the
to sweeten
talking.
the deal.
Exactly.
As a
and
reminder, Shmooze, from last episode, I gave you the copy of the contract they tried to make us sign and a bunch of supporting bullshit. It's like, here's everything we have, but I didn't give you the book, and then I just gave you the book as well.
Yeah,
you
you
have
just give it to me now. So I've
you
still
have
got it,
all
and the
of
guy
that.
just asked
You've
for
got the
proof.
contract, my book.
Yeah.
So you can do the,
Actually, he did
Yeah,
just ask
if
for
you
proof.
bust out the contracts right now, then you can help me with the social.
Right now, all he has to go off of is that your word is that they tried to betray him.
What would he be rolling?
And I think this is probably sway. You're trying to persuade him here to get
What's your
you
sway?
what you want.
My sway is 0.
But this is your the player makes the call about what they're rolling, not really.
Yeah,
me.
I mean,
to me it just
I
kind of
would.
sounds like a sway.
It sounds like a sway. I mean, I was thinking consort. 'Cause, kind of buddy old pal. Because we're working, we would need to work together to drive off the red sashes, right? So I think
That's true. You are kind of telling him that you can help out by.
I want to
Alright.
let this progress.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do
And then
consort.
if it doesn't work, then I want to pull out the documents. And
Right.
then if he's like, well, why don't you do it in the first place? I'm like, I want to see if you can actually just trust us on face value. Okay, because we've heard so many. Okay, good. Letting it play out.
Yeah. Let's do that. So let's
Position?
do consort here. Let's say it's risky. And are you what proof are you presenting him?
I currently don't have anything other than
Yeah, I've got
our
it on
word and the
But,
fact that the red sashes are taking over, which means that the void, the void would have
Standard.
been able to hold them back.
Say standard only because of time. If they had a little bit more time, they would be like, I don't give a fuck, dude. Get out of here.
Right.
Yep.
And no bonus dice.
Basically, call me when you're
unless-
tier 1. Otherwise, get the fuck out.
No bonus dice unless somebody wants to help. I only have 1 die in this.
Boast yourself.
Because if this fails, I've got proof. So
You
I'm
can- Sure.
feeling pretty good. Fox, any thoughts?
Fox could help.
You're still in adoration. of
You
the
are,
moon.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you are adoring to the part where he's kind of distracted and maybe not listening, right? Like that could totally be your version of helping this role.
You're like,
right.
Hey,
How
you need a
badly you
spot?
want me to help?
You want me to spot you?
Like
Yeah,
one
please-
stress
you wanna spot
badly
him?
to give me that. Yeah.
It does cost you a stress.
How much stress is she on? You're like, fuck all.
I don't have any right now because I overindulged.
That's true.
Please, please,
All
please, please,
right,
please.
Look,
okay,
everyone else is
all
like,
right.
please, oh my god. I'm so starved.
You
Yeah.
make me look like the bad guy keeping that man in this house. You think I'm gonna help?
Yes.
I'll help.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, one
Plus,
sec.
I didn't make you look
So
like
you're
the bad
you're
guy.
flirting. Yeah. So you're flirting is how you're helping, right? So that makes perfect sense here.
Okay, so that's a bonus die?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I
Um,
roll for like flirting
he's
and
like,
making him more distracted?
No offense. I mean, you can. Well, I think I have to tell you the consequences to the roll, and then that may be how you resist.
Okay.
Yeah. So the consequence here is that he completely doesn't believe you, that you could do something, that you could pull off something like that. It's like, no offense, but 3 dagger isle nobodies definitely did not just kill the head of the void.
Well, then you're a fucking idiot.
So,
Okay.
No, I'm glad.
Underestimating. I see.
so I guess it'd
Yeah.
be desperate. Like you can go again, but it might be desperate unless you want to resist or something like that. But yeah,
I,
he's.
He did just say, what do you say? No offense, but I don't think 3 dagger isle such and such could have pulled that off.
Yeah.
I think probably now is where I pull out the contract and be like, well, I'm glad you said that. Now's probably a good time to do so. Yeah, exactly. So I've said nothing the entire time. I've let you
Yeah,
on that.
yeah, totally.
As he's just said that, I'm like, well, very glad that you said that. And I want to pull out the contract and be like, so this happened. And,
Yeah, you're doing the fucking, oh my God, Ace Attorney. Like, well, I'm glad. And then it's your time.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Exhibit A.
Yeah, this is Exhibit A, and I want to pull out the contract. Hopefully, it's got some blood on it or something.
Yeah, totally.
Lots. It's like soaked in blood.
It's like soaked in blood still. Yeah, I've ruined my fucking clothes, but whatever. Yeah, I want to pull this out. Yeah, I just basically think objection. Yeah, no, but I want to pull out and just be like, hi, this happened. This is the contract. I'm so glad you mentioned that. So actually, 3, dagger isle, urchins actually did do this. Here's the proof. This is not our blood. This is the contract they wanted us to sign. It wouldn't have been good for any particular world, and they also wanted us to fuck you over, but we didn't because we love you and we want to be the best as of friends here. So yeah, we need to talk to someone pretty much pronto. There's red sashes everywhere. The quicker we do this, the quicker we can maybe sort something out.
Right. So this is another roll. Although I definitely don't think this is consort because you're like persuading him.
I've literally got it in my hand. It's like saying, show me the Earth is flat, and I've just proven that it is. By the way, around.
Right.
So show me it's round, and I've proven that it's circular. Yeah.
Right, which isn't like chumming it up.
Sounds like a sway, right? Like...
It does sound like a sway to me.
Or command. Yeah, but sway. I think sway makes perfect sense to me. Yeah, totally. Yeah, sway. Yeah, you're definitely trying to sway him. Yes, exactly. So sway. And I'm gonna go with risky here, and because you have everything, I think great effect.
What were you saying? Whip, you about to say something.
I was going to say, Eric, can we treat the document that I gave him as an assist because I have the foresight ability? I can do an assist without paying stress. So can we treat the contract as a +1d to his
for the reason? Yeah, as your flashback.
As my foresight ability, so I can assist him without taking stress.
Hell yeah, dude! That sounds awesome.
There you go. Take a bonus die, and I don't take any stress.
Fuck yeah, controlled. Oh no, you did risky, didn't you?
Risky. Risky, great effect.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it wasn't desperate?
No, it was risky. No. It was risky, great.
No, because this is a different approach. If you were consorting again, it would have been desperate.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And remember, you can also push yourself or take a devil's bargain too.
I'm already in 4, and I'm pretty. I've got the evidence. This is feeling pretty good. We'll see though.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Oh baby.
That's 6.
Wow.
Normally, he somehow started working out again in the middle, so he puts his weights down again.
Lifting, yeah.
Well, normally, would have some sort of tryout or something like that, but desperate times. All right.
I want to nod and go, desperate measures. I understand.
Yeah. Well, I can't be the one who signs you up with anything. That's going to be up above me, so come with me. Let's go.
I go, shall do. Fox, stop staring. And then, yeah.
I can't help it.
He grabs a little towel. He's like, it's time for you all to meet Belle. Belle's Lisa's second in command.
Okay.
So Lisa's basically the executive officer or going to be the actual manager of everything.
Okay.
So this is the right person to talk to.
Oh no, is it a woman?
To plead your case. Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. Wow, a woman in leadership's that dangerous, huh? Yeah, no. Okay.
Nervous.
Not as easy to seduce.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
I just gotta she starts fixing her hair up and shit fucking before they're walking. Fox is just trying to make herself look presentable.
Cool. All right. So let's go meet Belle. Belle is in a very, very, very nice office. All right. So let me describe the orrery for you that you're in right now. Or excuse me, I keep saying the orrery. The Eyrie for you. The Eyrie used to be an old watchtower. And so what you're doing right now is kind of doing that little spiral staircase thing. You go up a couple flights of stairs with that spiral staircase until you get to a trap door leading up to the roof, and you wouldn't have seen it, and only he like hits it there and like does a certain pattern, and a little step ladder thing comes down, and you can immediately smell the smell of incense, and the smell of old books, and he's going to be the first one up the ladder, and obviously beckons you all to follow him. Around, you've also seen several caches of weapons, of like military grade weapons as you're coming up here, like open containers signed Imperial Military, right? So the crows have very nice weapons. But that's not what you're here for. Bell. Bell is sort of the administrator and scholarly type for the crows, and inside this office is why I keep saying orrery, is because there is a small orrery here. Like there's a lot of like strange kind of occult kind of office, library, weird, unique things here. The crows aren't really known for their arcane abilities or anything like that, so this one's must have been held over, or maybe like treasures they caught they didn't really know what to do with and just put them in the rest of the library kind of area. But you get this impression that this place is kind of, makes you feel disarmed, because it makes you feel upset because you're not smart enough to know everything in here. So it has a sort of like imposing, this is supposed to be, oh, look how smart I am kind of look to this place, right?
Yep.
And behind the desk, scribbling down various different notes, is this kind of small-ish Skovlin lady. So she has like blonde hair, very, very short, not quite like a pixie cut, but I think the most notable thing though is that she wears a mask on half of her face. And she's clearly like looking at something under like, I guess a microscope would be right now, as
like
she's like writing some stuff down.
Face mask, or is it like the Phantom of the Opera?
More like Phantom of the Opera. And she's wearing sort of like loose fitting, like some kind of like nice robe or like a dress. It's kind of like a functional robe dress.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I imagine this must be important, as she says, to Breaker, and it's like, apparently these are the ones that did the void in. Apparently they tried to turn on them, and she stops her experiments and document and her research, and it's up to you, and does that sort of like them? He's like, yeah, them. Bunch of dagger kid, like again. There's like, really? Yeah. He's like, all right. Clearly, there's trust between Bell and Breaker here. That like, if they're wasting Bell's time, they're clearly worth it. So okay. So do you want to talk about what's happened in Bagley? You have her full attention.
Yeah, fantastic.
Ma'am, if I could just say, you have a lovely office.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, I might be moving soon.
Oh,
I want to let her
just
know.
gorgeous. I love your style.
That's also a fantastic dress. I have one just like it. Don't ask. Anyway, so the void. Yeah. That is a thing that actually did happen. They tried to double cross us, not particularly great, and we are where we are now. This contract here, which I have shown to your lovely man.
It's a ghost contract. Yeah, I helped write this.
Yeah. Sorry?
I helped write this one. I know it. I know my own work.
Fantastic. Well, that's good.
This is obviously a crude forgery, but yeah, it's my work.
Crude forgery, you say?
What?
Yeah, it's a copy. You're right. Panic. You gave a copy.
No, I gave him the actual contract to void.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you gave the copy of the contract, which is what she was remarking at. It's a forgery.
It's doused in blood.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
rewind for a second. It's blood covered OG original deal.
Yep.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Then she wouldn't have said it's a forgery because she knows her own work. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, no, I know my own work.
Well, fantastic. Yes. So they gave us actually. Before I continue my sentence, she goes, "I know my own work." I just want to pause there for a second. Before I continue my little train of thought here, we were all in agreement before going in how we wanted this to play out, did we? Or did anyone have any Because we had discussed this. If you want to call this a flashback, we can. But we had discussed this prior moving you in. How we all
You guys
wanted
are
to
all you're all competent thieves. Of course, you discussed this, so like you can
Yeah.
talk amongst yourselves to remind yourselves the plan and stuff like that. No problem.
So yeah, we're all.
See my thing in Zoom chat. I typed a thing in Zoom.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Chat. Just remember that, and then yeah, we're all aligned. So do the thing.
Was that ghost contract signed by anybody?
Not yours.
I
No.
almost signed it, and then you killed all of them.
Okay.
You deliberately were dilly dallying signing it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
Well, that's
we're
good.
all in agreement.
So she's like doing the math and like trying to figure out like the calculus of why the void would turn on someone like you rather than doing what she says, right? While you're like explaining that and she sees this because this looks like the real deal and she's taking your word for it right now. Mostly because of all of your hard work swaying Breaker here.
Yeah, what did we say the reason for it was? We had one, did we not?
They betrayed you.
Yeah, well, obviously, but I mean, was there more to it than that? It was just simply that they just betrayed us. Did we have a reason? That's what I'm saying, guys. Before I
Didn't go
continue.
into specifics.
No.
Yeah, we had no specifics?
No,
just
it
they
wasn't.
betrayed
It
us.
wasn't communicated.
No, feel free to add on to it however you want.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to know.
Embellish.
Yeah. Oh, please. So no. So I said to it, no. So the void came to us, and then we agreed. We thought that was a wonderful idea, and then for whatever reason that are beyond me, because the void know things that we do not. Allegedly, I say allegedly when I'll get to that. They betrayed us in cold blood immediately, and if it wasn't for my friend Fox here, gesture to Fox, and this incredibly talented individual here, Sever, gesture to Sever, we would be in grave circumstance and surely would not be having this conversation right now that I'm able to stand before you and to have. It was terrible, horrifying, and I'm glad we got out of our lives. The void came at us, backstabbed us, betrayed us, and here we are now. And so we come to you in the hope that, look, we still want to be with you. We still want to work with you. Hopefully, the fact that all this has gone down and we're still coming to you right now and saying, please let us in. Hopefully this is enough to convince you. We brought you the contract. We brought you the things. We still want to work with you. We still think you're fantastic. And we know that unlike the void, you'd never backstab us, right? That's
That's what she says. Inscrutably.
I'm going to leave that out for the time, but you are right. I'm going to keep that in my back pocket. Continue.
So tell me again, what is it that you want from that the crows can offer you?
An alliance would be strength. We need a new place for starters. We need a base of operations. We need somewhere we can actually be, where we can feel safe and secure. Because as you so rightly pointed out, 3 Daggeral urchins. Oh, it's terrible out there on the streets. We've basically been living off scraps. It's horrible. We need somewhere. We need security, and the crows can offer this. No one else can. Red Sashes don't stand a chance. The crows, high and mighty. They're the people to talk to.
Wow.
And 3 outfitted Dagger Isle nobodies who took down the void.
Exactly, you're the people to talk to, Oz. And on the way up here, I couldn't help but notice your lovely range of stockpile of weapons and ammunition, which I'm sure you're keeping for a rainy day, but we were able to get rid of a backstabbing void purely with nothing but, sticks and harsh language and a bit of ingenuity from Fox and Sever here. Had we the tools and preparation to be able to actually do something adequately, well, I can assure you that those 3 Dagger Isle urchins would be some sort of force to be reckoned with. And do I want to drop the ghost part here? No, keeping it. Continue.
Yeah. Good. Let's go to break.
Bastard.
We'll pick us up on the other side.
God damn it.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and take a brief break. Let's try to keep it to 5, and we'll see you in just a moment. All right, sound good? Well, then, go do what you got to do, and we'll see you in just a second. BRB.